Yesterday we had Varadkar resigning, and today we had the blockade in Fermoy after 18 weeks. Finally, I suppose, got broken, So yeah, I don't know which one to start with. I suppose I start with the blockade in Fermoy, So the blockade in Fermoy, it was basically, for those who don't know, it was the locals came together to blockade a house that had been earmarked for so-called refugees. And after an 18-week blockade, about lunchtime today, the state sent down 15 Garda vehicles, including 5 public order unit vans, 5 paddy wagons and 5 Garda jeeps, just to make sure that these migrants could get in to the centre. And what was down there today holding the blockade were 3 people in their 60s, because believe it or not, the far right, that'll be us, have jobs to go to. So they decided to pounce when there'd be the least resistance possible. And after 18 weeks, they finally got their human trafficking victims into Abbeville, So, up till this point, I was holding out in hope that there would be some members of the Gardaí would have the decency or the courage to stand with the people and just say enough is enough. But I'm done now. I am absolutely done with these people today. They would have had no problem using the same brutality that they used in Rosscray, that they used up in Mullingar, that they used last year up in Turnapin and Santry as well, where they will forcibly remove you at any cost. They will whack you around the place to make sure that these migrants get in, That is the level that the government will use the Gardaí. That's what they will do to us. Make no mistake, by hook or by crook, they intend on doing this, And of course, the man who's overseeing all this, Varadkar, a World Economic Forum traitor, resigned yesterday. So, if Varadkar thinks that he's quitting while he's ahead, he's mistaken. Because I promise you this, if nationalists get into power in Ireland, right, and this is being spoken widely amongst our groups, thousands and thousands of people feel the same way I do, that people in positions of high power like Varadkar and a lot of, I suppose, the politicians in the current regime in the Dáil are going to be facing charges of high treason. It's already in our constitution, and it carries a mandatory sentence of 40 years without the possibility of parole. 40 years before you even get a chance to speak to anyone to get out, And obviously for lower level operatives, like the people involved today, the so-called Gardaí, who came down to throw 3 middle-aged people out the way so they can get their migrants in. They're also quite guilty of treason as well. Obviously, they should be tried in a court of law, and if found guilty, should be convicted of treason as well. So, I don't know what the future brings for this country, but we are definitely having less and less wriggle room. We've tried every legal option. We've tried handing in documentation proving that the building in Abbeville was not fit for purpose. It didn't have the proper planning, and there shouldn't be 56 people put into it. It's a building that was originally designed for 22 people, to the best of my knowledge. So the government are now breaking every regulation and planning law and constitutional law, when it suits them. But that's what's running the country at the moment. So yeah, my name is Tommy Murphy, and I am a member of Ireland First, and I'll be running for local election in the Cork South Central constituency this June in 2024. And if you're on my page and you're living in that area, you might consider me for a vote, because I'll tell you, if I can get my foot in the door and if I can do anything to prevent what's going on to this country, I will do it. I don't care what it costs me, I will do it. Okay, everyone. Good night and God bless.